Nope.
Hey everyone. I'm so sorry I haven't provided an update sooner. I've been trying to gather my thoughts after what happened. Thank you to everyone who messaged to check up on me. Let me just say, shit went down. After that knock, I hid under the bed. The pigman came into my room and, well, he waited for me. He literally walked in and sat down at Chet's chair.
My beautiful cowboy. I'll get to you soon enough.
I must have laid there for an hour before he finally gave up and retreated. It was during this time I considered a lot of things. Was I going to come back? Did I really enjoy scaring people enough to justify almost dying multiple times? Would I ever leave? I got to know Chet very well. And by very well, I mean I felt his piss soak my suit. Poor guy couldn't hold it in all day, I guess. I can't blame him. I took last week off. I figured I could survive without the extra $40 it would bring in. What was worse was Toby drilling me over the phone. Hey, Jack, you want to tell me why you didn't come in? We really needed you, and I don't like slackers. It was our busiest night of the season. You better have some good excuse, or I will have you replaced. Toby, I've been visited by this pigman, and, well, I'm horrified of coming back. Oh. Well, look. I'm going to let it slide this time, but you have to come back. Chet misses you, and the whole place seemed to run better, and folks were more scared after the two of you did your little routine. How about I up your pay to $60 each night? You'll be making up what you lost, and still profit a little more. Toby, I'll be there. I'm not gonna lie. As nice as $60 a night felt, I still dreaded going into work. But the show must go on. I pulled into work and noticed the man with the bucket and the dog on the side of the road. I did what I had done before. Hello, do you remember me? I'm Jack. Yes, Jack. I remember you. I don't recall you working last week. Is all well? I'll be fine. I'll be in the TV/chair room with Chet. I'll be in the corner. Are you working? Yes, dear boy. I will be in tonight. Thank you for letting me know. I sure do hate getting spooked. I got back in my ride and parked. The lines were already forming, and it wasn't even dark out yet. It makes sense. The local high school didn't have a game. The fair had already left, and this was really the only entertainment available for the season. I rummaged my way to my room and began talking to Chet before lighting up a Red Buck cigar. Whoa, man. Looks like you're feeling better. I hate that you didn't come in last week. The scares just weren't as good. And no hot chicks came in. Yeah. Let's get the night started, huh? We ran non-stop. As soon as our skit was over, We were setting up for the next one because a group was shortly in. It was ridiculous. Finally, Toby trailed behind a group and let us know he was going to give us all a smoke/piss break. As I sat down, the woman with the mug came around. She didn't come back here much, so I was confused. Maybe it was a sign. I knew I didn't have to accept a drink this time, because I already had my rite of passage.
Do you care for a drink, darling?
No, I don't. Thank you, though. I'm just trying to get through the night.
I insist.
She grinned, with the most beautiful, plump lips, and handed me the drink. I don't know what came over me, but I sipped on it. Before I even put the mug down, I started to zone out and lose consciousness. But my experience was different this time. I saw myself in third person, naked, in the fetal position, with my hands over my ears. She came to me and began to caress me. She pulled my head into her breasts. She said 4 words that made me shiver.
You must fight him.
She then brought her lips to mine and stopped before I could feel the tickle of lips meeting.
You'll do wonderful. Let him find you.
I woke up. No vomit on me this time, but instead, a clear head. It wasn't until many hours later, around 1 a.m., that I heard it. I hid under the bed again with Chet, and in entered the pig man.
Oh boy, where's my cowboy at? Is he under the little bed again with his little boyfriend? Why didn't you come see me last week, cowboy?
I laid there, frozen, but I knew what had to be done. As he walked away, snorting, I climbed out from under the bed and charged. Chet began screaming at me not to. I was confident that if I had the element of surprise, I would also have the upper hand. I was wrong. He got me. He turned around and caught me in his arms before snorting and giggling in the side of my face. The more I struggled, the more he chuckled.
Oh boy, I've got me a cowboy. I can't wait to take him to the piglets.
With that, I blacked out. When I woke up, I was hogtied. He put a cigar in my mouth and lit it. Around me, I saw the piglets. They were smaller versions of him, all wearing overalls and pig masks. About 6 of them, I'd say. I realized I was on the table, and they all had forks and knives. The fattest of the piglets yelled,
"It's been a long time since I've gotten to eat a cowboy."
They all were banging their utensils on the table and chanting, "Cowboy stew, cowboy stew, cowboy stew." The pigman came forward and cut my restraints. As he went to pick me up, I spat out the cigar and yelled at him. "I'm not a cowboy." With all the might I had, I kicked him. And it did nothing. My feet were absorbed into his gut and immediately thrown back. But he let out a mighty squeal, and the piglets hopped on me. As they were tearing at my skin with their fingernails and snouts, the man with the dog and bucket came into the room. "Jack, why are you in here? You're supposed to be in your room." The pigman stepped up to him.
Old man, get out of here. This cowboy is no concern of yours.
The mangy mutt was barking aggressively towards the pigman. The old man then lifted his eyes. "Oh, Mr. Swine, do you not recall what happens when you cross me?" He threw the contents of the bucket on the pigman. What appeared to be blood soaked his face, and he let out a mighty squeal. The piglets tried to approach, but quickly retreated after the dog bit one of their throats. While the pigman squealed from his blindness, I picked up one of the knives that was on the table, and I charged. Before I could stab him, the old man put out his hand and stopped me. "Jack, please go back to your room." But the pigman needs to— "No, Jack. Trust me. Go back to Chet. I'll come talk to you soon. This is personal." As I walked out of the room, I heard squealing noises. And then I heard nothing. I realized I was in a trailer by the rear entrance of the haunted house. I noticed the time was 1:27 a.m. I didn't feel like breaking 2 rules in the same night, so I made it to my room. Chet was still in there, and I sneaked up on him after the group he was scaring left.
Holy shit, dude! You're alive!
The old man came in shortly after me. "Jack, this is much better. Now you're where you're supposed to be." Thank you. Thank you for saving me. What happened to the pigman?" "He no longer exists." "You killed him?" "No, he no longer exists. There is no body, no piglets, nothing. They're gone." "What?" I cleared my throat. "What are you?" "A friend. One who doesn't like surprises." I went home that night, feeling relieved. There were no more threats for me to deal with. And there are still 2 weekends left to haunt. More money to be made. I think I'll be back next year. Who knows? One day, maybe I'll run this place. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this special Halloween bonus video. If you did, smack that like button. Consider it me at your door knocking and saying trick or treat, but instead of candy, just drop a like down below. That's all I ask for. Are you gonna break a young boy's heart? Come on now. Leave a comment below if you enjoyed the story. Shout out to the author once again, Reddit user Granddaddy Spooky Bones. Great job on the series, and great job with a solid ending with part 3 as well. To everybody else, I hope you're coming here from the live stream that was right before this on Halloween Day. If not, I'm sure the live stream is going to be archived for you to go back to if you're interested in seeing that. But until next time, everybody, remember to stay safe out there. I'll be seeing you in the next video. And happy Halloween.